Didn't slam the door or make a scene. No shattered glass to show where you had been. You didn't leave a note upon the shelf. You just took the part of me that was yourself. The coffee cup is sitting where it stood. I'd scream your name if I thought that it would bring back the air you took out of the room. I woke up to a house that felt too wide, with nowhere left for all this grief to hide. Your toothbrush is still leaning in the glass, like it's waiting for a ghost of you to pass. It's the quiet things that cut the very best, the way the air is heavy on my chest. Because you left quietly without a sound, but the silence is crashing all over the ground. No goodbye to catch, no reason to hold, just a story finished before it was told. You stepped out of the light and into the gray, and took the forever right out of the day. Now I'm screaming at walls that have nothing to say since you left so quietly. I check my phone to see if I missed a call, but there's nothing but the shadows on the wall. I find your golden hair upon my coat, a tiny silver suffocating note. I'm tracing every step you might have taken in a world that's suddenly softly shaking. I was ready for a war, I was ready for the rain, I was ready for the fire and the hurricane of pain. But I wasn't ready for the way the floor stayed still, or the way the wind died down against the sill. Because you left quietly without a sound, but the silence is crashing all over the ground. No goodbye to catch, no reason to hold, just a story finished before it was told. You stepped out of the light and into the gray, and took the forever right out of the day. Now I'm screaming at walls that have nothing to say since you left so quietly. If you'd yelled, I could have fought for us. If you'd cried, I could have stayed. But you exited like a shadow and left me here afraid of the stillness. God, the stillness is a blade. Yeah, you left quietly without a sound, and the silence is burying me in the ground. No goodbye to catch, no reason to hold, just a heart that suddenly turned to gold. Cold and heavy and losing its way since you took the forever right out of the day. Now I'm screaming at walls that have nothing to say since you left so quietly. You didn't even wake the cat, you didn't even turn the light out, just a soft click of the lock, and then quiet. Quiet. I changed the locks, removed the velvet chair. I bought a different perfume for my hair. I scrubbed the scent of us from every floor, and hung a brand new wreath upon the door. To anyone who passes on the street, I look like someone standing on her feet. I'm dating someone who is very kind. He tries to map the canyons of my mind. He laughs at all the jokes I used to make, and doesn't see the way my fingers shake when he touches the spot right on my wrist, where your pulse and mine used to exist. I've built a fortress stone by heavy stone, a masterpiece of living all alone. But there's a cellar door I can't quite seal, where the ghost of how you made me is still breathing. I'm moving on in the light of the day. I'm doing fine is all I ever say. I've rearranged the stars and changed the tide, but I'm still yours inside. Underneath the skin, beneath the new name, the pilot light is burning just the same. I'm a different woman in a different life, but I'm still yours inside. I saw your car, one that looked the same, and for a second I forgot my name. I felt the old familiar gravity pulling every broken piece of me back to the center, back to the start, back to the rhythm of your heavy heart. I've painted over every single wall, but I can hear echo in the hall. I'm a hollow shell of who I'm meant to be, since you took the best and left the rest of me to keep blooming. I'm moving on in the light of the day. I'm doing fine is all I ever say. I've rearranged the stars and changed the tide, but I'm still yours inside. Underneath the skin, beneath the new name, the pilot light is burning just the same. I'm a different woman in a different life, but I'm still yours inside. It's a quiet treason, a secret I keep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. I belong to a man who isn't there. I'm breathing in a memory for air. It's pathetic, it's poetic, it's a lie. I'm living for a version of us that had to die. I'm still yours inside. Still yours. Still yours. The pilot light is out, I can see my breath. The kitchen towels are cold as the grip of death. I'm pulling on your sweater, but the wool is thin. It can't stop the winter from seeping in. We used to be a bonfire, a summer in the dark. Now I'm just a scavenger looking for a spark. The coffee's freezing over in the porcelain cup. I'm waiting for the sun, but it isn't coming up. You look at me from across the table's edge, like a frozen bird on a window ledge. No words are falling, just the silent sleet of a love that's dying on its weary feet. I remember the fever, I remember the heat, when the rhythm of your heart was a drum in the street. But the mercury is dropping, the lights are getting low, and we're just two statues buried in the snow. like a story that withered before it was told. We went from the harvest to the bitter frost, counting the pieces of everything lost. I'm shivering, baby, in the house we made, watching the gold turn into the shade. It's a different kind of lonely, a different kind of old, when the fire goes out and the love turns cold. I reach for your hand and I find a stone, a heavy white silence I've always known. Your I love you sounds like snapping ice, paying for the heaven with a frozen price. There's no more steam, there's no more sweat, just the pale blue light of a deep regret. Break the ice or let me freeze. I'm down on my shaking, bruised up knees. Was it a slowly, was it a sudden gust that turned our diamonds into diamond dust? I'm freezing in the dark, and you're just a ghostless third artist spark. Oh, look how the love turned cold, like a story that withered before it was told. We went from the harvest to the bitter frost, counting the pieces of everything lost. I'm shivering, baby, in the house we made, watching the gold turn into the shade. It's a different kind of lonely, a different kind of old, when the fire goes out and the love turns cold. So I can't feel my finger, I can't feel your heart. The winter's here to stay, the sea just froze away. I'm walking through the hallway, a little to the left, avoiding the center like I'm dodging a theft of the air that you occupy, the weight of your frame. The walls are still humming the syllables of your name. I haven't moved your boots from the mat by the door, because I'm not ready to see the bare wood of the floor. The kitchen is a desert, the kettle's gone dry. I'm staring at the corner where we used to say hi, after work, after rain, when the world was too much. I'm reaching for a hand that I know I won't touch. It's a strange kind of geometry, this house that we built. Now it's just angles of longing and patterns of guilt. I tried to buy a rug to cover the spot where you knelt down and told me you love me a lot, but the fibers don't fit and the colors don't blend with the shape of a beginning that's met with an end. Oh, I'm living in the space you made, in the hollowed out light, in the jagged edge shade. It's a canyon in the bedroom, a valley in the hall, a massive vacant nothingness that's 10 feet tall. I'm a tenant of the absence, a ghost in the clay, just trying to survive in the space you made. I went to the grocery and bought food for one, but I still have the habit of things we had done. I reached for your cereal, the one with the grain, then I pulled back my hand like it was touching a flame. Every inch of this life has your fingerprint on it, like a beautiful tragic and unfinished on it. The silence is a It's wider than any horizon I see. Oh, I'm living in the space you made, in the hollowed out light and the jagged edge shade. It's a canyon in the bedroom, a valley in the hall, a massive aching nothingness is 10 feet tall. I'm a tenant of the absence, a ghost in the glade, just trying to survive in the space you made. You carved me out, you took the center and you left the doubt. I'm the frame of a house with the roof ripped away, watching the storms of the everyday. You didn't just leave, no, you took the floor. Now I'm falling through the gap and I'm looking for more. I'm looking for more. I'm living in the space you made, in the hollowed out light and the jagged edge shade. It's a canyon in the bedroom, a valley in the hall, a massive aching nothingness is 10 feet tall. I'm a tenant of the absence, a ghost in the glade, just trying to survive in the space you made. It's so big in here, it's so quiet in here. I'm rattling around like a stone in a jar, wondering where you went and how empty we are in the space you made. Just space, just space. The doctor says I'm healthy, my vitals are all fine. My blood is pumping steady, keeping rhythm, keeping time. But every time I breathe I feel a phantom sort of pull, like I'm only living halfway and the cup is never full. I look into the mirror and I swear I see the seam where you were stitched to me inside a fever dream. I bought a single ticket for the late night movie show. I sat right in the middle where we always used to go. The armrest on my right felt like a mountain made of ice. I'm paying for a perfect with a heavy jagged price. I find myself leaning toward the side where you should be, falling into shadows that you left behind for me. They say that time is healing, that the body finds a way to knit the skin back over and to keep the ghosts at bay. But how do you recover when the surgery was wrong and they left the better part of you where you no longer belong? I'm walking around the city with half a heart tonight, trying to stay heavy, trying to stay upright, but I'm lopsided, baby. I'm leaning in the wind, looking for the pieces of the places where we pinned all our hopes together, all our messy, wild forever. Now I'm just a fragment lost in the endeavor to find a way to beat when the rhythm's been torn apart. I'm just a girl surviving with half a heart. other names, with the neon of the bars and the flicker of the flames. But the hole you left a shape exactly like your laugh, and nothing fits the puzzle when you've lost the other half. The bed is far too quiet and the coffee is too sweet. I'm a map with no directions, a dead and dusty street. It's a heavy kind of light. It's a cold kind of start to wake up every morning with half a heart, just half. I'm looking at your picture, the one from last July. There's a light behind your lashes, a summer in your eye. You're wearing that old sweater, the one I used to steal, back when every word you whispered felt incredibly real. But I saw you at the station just a day or two ago, and I didn't see a flicker of the man I used to know. Your voice has hit a frequency I don't quite recognize. There's a systematic coldness in the way you prioritize. The things we used to treasure are just clutter in your way, and you've buried all our Sundays in the dirt of not today. I'm searching for the exit in the stranger in my bed, while the version that I loved is living purely in my head. It wasn't an explosion, it wasn't a sudden fire, it wasn't a betrayal or a spectacular liar. It was a slow erosion, a shifting of the tide, until the you I knew just withered up and died inside. And I don't know how to mourn you when you're standing right there, breathing in the oxygen and moving through the air. It's a funeral in the kitchen, awake inside the hall. I'm reaching for your spirit, but I'm hitting the wall. You didn't leave the house, no you didn't rearrange, but everything is broken in the shadow of the change. Yeah, I lost you while I held you when you changed. You used to love the rain, now you only see the mud. You replaced the beating heart with the rhythmic metal thud. I told a joke we shared, the one that always made you cry, and you just stared right through me with a clinical goodbye. It's like someone came at midnight and swapped your soul for stone. And now I'm in a crowded room, but I've never been so alone. Did you do it on purpose? Did you let the fire out? Are you happier in silence? Are you safer in the doubt? I'm screaming at a statue, I'm begging for a spark, but you're just a different person, wandering through the dark. Give me back the boy, the one who knew my name, before you traded everything for this hollow, quiet game. 'Cause I don't know how to mourn you when you're standing right there, breathing in the oxygen and moving through the air. It's a funeral in the kitchen, awake inside the hall. I'm reaching for your spirit, but I'm hitting the wall. You didn't leave the house, no you didn't rearrange, but everything is broken in the shadow of the change. Yeah, I lost you while I held you when you changed. The picture is still pretty, the sweater still feels soft, but the light is gone. You look like him, but you aren't him. When did you change? The neighbors think I'm doing fine, they see me mow the lawn. They see the porch light flicker out when Friday meets the dawn. I've learned to wear a city face, a mask of polished stone, to hide the fact I'm terrified of being left alone. With all these old traditions that we started in the spring, I'm still buying two of everything like it's a sacred thing. The world moved on in technicolor, vivid, fast and loud, while I'm still standing frozen, staring at a summer cloud, waiting for your signal, for a sign that you return, while I'm tending to the embers of a bridge that you already burned. They say the smart ones walk away, they say the wise ones grow, but I've stayed rooted in the spot where you said you had to go. I was supposed to find a hobby, I was supposed to travel far, I was supposed to watch the scent of you from the upholstery of the car. But every moving forward felt like I was moving wrong, like I was skipping over verses in our only song. 'Cause you left like a lightning bolt, fast and bright and mean, and the rest of the world just moved along to a different scene. But I stayed loving, I stayed true, I stayed in the dark, still trying to find a heartbeat in a cold and hollow spark. I stay waiting at the finish line for a race you never ran. I stay loving you, baby, as long as a person can. I've got 3 years of birthday cards tucked inside a drawer, addressed to a man who doesn't live in this zip code anymore. I'm a museum of a moment, I'm a statue in the park, I'm the only one who didn't get the memo about the dark. It's not that I can't leave, it's just I don't know where to start when I've built a whole civilization inside my broken heart. Is it loyalty or is it just a sickness in my head? Is it devotion or am I just afraid of being dead to the memory of the way you laughed, the way you held my hand? I'm a flag still flying over a forgotten sunken land. I stayed while you ran, I stay loving, I stay loving. It doesn't scream, it doesn't wail. It's not a storm, it's not a gale. It's just the way the sunlight hits the floor, where your shadow isn't dancing anymore. It's a quiet hum beneath my skin, a guest I finally invited in to sit beside me while the kettle sings of all the small, sharp, ordinary things. I found your ring inside a velvet tray. I didn't throw it out or turn away. I just held it till the metal turned to warm, a tiny shelter from a silent storm. It's the way I still make room for you in everything I say and all I do. A dull vibration in a minor key, the only part of you that's left with me. I thought the end would be a jagged edge, a leap of faith from off a mountain ledge. But it's a slow descent of feathers fall into the velvet, nothing of it all. And it's a soft pain, a gentle kind of break, a beautiful, familiar sort of ache. It doesn't tear the house down, it just dims the light. It stays to keep me company through the night. It's not the fire, it's the cooling of the cold, the quiet winter settling in my soul. I'm learning how to live with what we lost, like a window pane that's covered up in frost. Oh, it's a soft pain. I heard your name in a crowded place, and I didn't have to hide my shaking face. I just felt a ripple on a steady lake, a phantom limb that doesn't really wake. It's the almost and the could have been, sleeping like a cat beneath my chin. Maybe this is how the healing starts, the slow motion mending of the parts, where the jagged turns to smooth and the red turns blue, and the hurt becomes the way I remember you. It's not a haunting, it's a home. It's the only truth I've ever known. It's soft, it's so soft. Yeah, it's a soft pain, a gentle kind of break, a beautiful, familiar sort of ache. It doesn't tear the house down, it just dims the light. It stays to keep me company through the night. It's not the fire, it's the cooling of the cold, the quiet winter settling in my soul. I'm learning how to live with what we lost, like a window pane that's covered up in frost. It's a soft pain, like a faded bruise, like a story that I'm okay to lose. It doesn't hurt, not like it used to. It's just soft. The house is empty, but it isn't still. There's a vibration on the windowsill. I hear the ghost of a laugh from the kitchen sink. I'm overanalyzing every thought I think. I catch your reflection in a darkened pane, but it's just a trick of the moonlight and the rain. I find myself answering things you didn't say, following the habits of a different day. Did you see my keys? Is the coffee done? I'm talking to the space where we were one. It's a phantom frequency, a radio hiss, the lingering static of a final kiss. The silence is a mirror showing me the cracks of a heart that tried to follow all your tracks. But the prints are fading, the path is overgrown, and I'm just a voice crying out alone. And now I'm living in the echo of you, a sound that's fading but it's never through. It bounces off the ceiling, it rattles in my chest, a restless spirit that can never find its rest. I'm shouting at the canyon, waiting for a sign, but the only voice I'm hearing is mine, trying to sound like you. In the echo of you, in the echo of you. I walk past the park where we carved our names. The wood is healing, moving on from games, but in my mind the knife is still quite sharp, playing a melody on a broken heart. Every street corner is a trigger, a trap, a coordinate on a disappearing map. Is it a memory or is it a haunt? Is it the love or the lack that you want? It's getting quieter every single day as the original sound starts to drift away. Stay loud, don't fade. I'm terrified of the silence we made. Don't let the echo in the echo of you. It's getting softer now, softer now, softer now. I can almost forget the sound. The echo of you, the echo of you. The invitations are still in the box, under the bed with the old winter socks. We picked out the colors, we tasted the cake. Now every memory feels like a mistake. I'm looking at photos of us in the sun, thinking of races we'd only begun, before the wheels wobbled and the engine went dead, and the I love yous turned into I'm sorry's instead. The friends that we shared are choosing their sides, like a border that opens in a canyon that divides. I'm keeping the toaster, you're taking the rug, losing the warmth of a 3-minute hug. It's funny how fast a kingdom can fall, from a palace of gold to a hole in the wall. I thought we were iron, just me. Oh, we didn't last, we didn't survive the hardest part of staying alive. We were lightning strike, beautiful and fast, a mountain of always that turned into past. I wanted the silver, I wanted the gray, I wanted to love you for every day. But the clock stopped ticking, the die has been cast, and it's killing me, baby, that we didn't last. I passed by the diner where we had our first fight. I can still see the neon, that flickering light. We promised that night that we'd never be them, the couples who shatter the lights that go dim. But here I am standing cold, just in the rain, with a suitcase of maybe and a heart full of pain. Was it the distance? Was it the time? Was it a mountain we weren't meant to climb? I would have bled for you, I would have stayed in the center of every mistake that we made. But you let go of the rope, and you gave up the hope. Now there's nothing but space where we used to be, and it's haunting the life that's left over for me. Yeah, we didn't last, we didn't survive the hardest part of staying alive. We were lightning strike, beautiful and fast, a mountain of always that turned into past. I wanted the silver, I wanted the gray, I wanted to love you for every day. But the clock stopped ticking, the die has been cast, and it's killing me, baby, that we didn't last. We didn't last. No silver hair, no rocking chairs, just a story that ended on the very first page. We didn't last. We didn't last. The pilot is out, I can see my breath. The kitchen tiles are cold as the grip of death. I'm pulling on your sweater, but the wool is thin. It can't stop the winter from seeping in. We used to be a bonfire, a summer in the dark. Now I'm just a scavenger looking for a spark. The coffee's freezing over in the porcelain cup. I'm waiting for the sun, but it isn't coming up. You look at me from across the table's edge, like a frozen bird on a window ledge. No words are falling, just the silent sleet of a love that's dying on its weary feet. I remember the fever, I remember the heat, when the rhythm of your heart was a drum in the street. But the mercury is dropping, the lights are getting low, and we're just two statues buried in the snow. Oh, look how the love turned cold, like a story that withered before it was told. We went from the harvest to the bitter frost, counting the pieces of everything lost. I'm shivering, baby, in the house we made, watching the gold turn into the shade. It's a different kind of lonely, a different kind of old, when the fire goes out and the love turns cold. for the heaven with a frozen price. There's no more steam, there's no more sweat, just the pale blue light of a deep regret. Break the ice or let me freeze. I'm down on my shaking, bruised up knees. Was it a slow leak? Was it a sudden gust that turned our diamonds into diamond dust? I'm freezing in the dark, and you're just a ghost without a spark. Oh, look how the love turned cold, like a story that withered before it was told. We went from the harvest to the bitter frost, counting the pieces of everything lost. I'm shivering, baby, in the house we made, watching the gold turn into the shade. It's a different kind of lonely, a different kind of old, when the fire goes out and the love turns cold, and the love turns cold. So cold, I can't feel my fingers, I can't feel your heart. The winter's here to stay, everything just froze away. The radio is humming a song we used to know, but I'm staring at the static, watching shadows grow. We used to stay up talking till the birds began to sing. Now the air is heavy with the weight of everything. You're sitting 3 feet from me, but you're miles out at sea, and there's a wall of nothing between the you and me. I dropped a plate this morning, it shattered on the floor. I waited for your "are you okay?" or the slamming of a door, but you didn't even flicker, you didn't even blink. You just poured another glass of water at the sink. The sound of us is vanishing, a fading radio tower. We're losing all our signal, minute by the hour. I'd take a scream, I'd take a fight, I'd take a storm to break the night. But the quiet is a canyon, deep and wide and black, and I'm shouting in a darkness and nothing's coming back. Oh, love fell silent, love went mute, like a dying tree with a withered root. We ran out of syllables, we ran out of breath. This quiet is a different kind of death. I'm reaching for a rhythm, I'm listening for a beat, but I only hear the snow falling down upon the street. No goodbye spoken, no I'm sorry sent, just the hollow ringing sound of where the music went. Love fell silent. I looked at our old messages, the I love yous in a row. They look like ancient hieroglyphs from 1,000 years ago. I tried to say your name today, but it got stuck inside my throat. A heavy leading anchor on a tiny wooden boat. We're a library of secrets that nobody's gonna read, a garden full of flowers that forgot they have to bleed. Say something, break the glass, don't let the final minute pass. Yeah, let me tell me that it's over, tell me why. Just don't leave me in this vacuum where the feelings go to die. The silence is a predator, it's eating us alive. How can something beautiful ever hope to survive when it won't make a sound? Yeah, love fell silent, love went mute, like a dying tree with a withered root. We ran out of syllables, we ran out of breath. This quiet is a different kind of death. I'm reaching for a rhythm, I'm listening for a beat, but I only hear the snow falling down upon the street. No goodbye spoken, no I'm sorry sent, just the hollow ringing sound of where the music went. Can you hear that? Neither can I. Just the clock, just the dust. says it's been a year today since you packed your ghost and walked away. I've rearranged the books and bought a new rug to cover the spot where we used to hug. I tell my mother I'm finally fine, that I don't see your face in a glass of wine. But the truth is a shadow that follows me home, proof that I'm never quite truly alone. I saw a man today with your tilt of the head, and for one heartbeat the grief was all dead. I almost called out, I almost reached through the thin bitter veil that separates me from you. Then he turned around with the strangest cold eyes, and the sun fell away from the midday skies. It's funny how a second can undo a month of trying to stand up and find my own strength. They say the sharp edges will dull with the rain, that time is a bandage for every kind of pain, but the medicine's bitter and the healing is slow. And there are some things that time just doesn't know, because missing you is a physical weight, a heavy iron anchor, a twist in my fate. It's a dull, constant throb in the center of my chest, a ghost in the hallway that won't let me rest. I'm moving on, but I'm standing quiet still, counting the hours against my own will. I've done the work, I've cried the dirt, but God, missing you still hurts. Spent in the park before all the light was consumed by the dark. I'm a museum of us, a curated mess of a love that I lost and a life I confess. I'm still terrified to let go of the ache, because it's the last thing of yours I can take. They told me the missing would turn into us, but it's always in is. It's always because it's a fire that's smoldering under the skin. I'm losing the battle I thought I would win. I'm screaming at seasons, I'm fighting the tide, but there's nowhere for a broken heart to hide. It still hurts, oh, it still hurts, because missing you is a physical weight, a heavy iron anchor, a twist in my fate. It's a dull, constant throb in the center of my chest, a ghost in the hallway that won't let me rest. I'm moving on, but I'm standing quiet still, counting the hours against my own will. Well, done the work, I've cried the dirt, but God, missing you still hurts. It still hurts. It still hurts. Still hurts. Still hurts. Because missing you is a physical weight, a heavy iron anchor, a twist in my fate. It's a dull, constant throb in the center of my chest, a ghost in the hallway that won't let me rest. I'm moving on, but I'm standing quiet still, counting the hours against my will. Well, done the work, I've cried the dirt, but God, missing you still hurts. It still hurts. It still hurts, like a splinter in the soul, like a part of the story that'll never be whole. Still hurt. Still hurt. the gray. I watched the exhaust just drift away. You took your bags and you took your pride, but you left a heavy thing inside. I thought the sound of the door would die like a summer storm in a clearing sky, but it's been a month since you hit the track, and the air in here is still painted black. I changed the sheets and I scrubbed the sink. I tried to find a new way to think, but your see around is a permanent stain and a rhythm thumping in my brain. I walked to the park to clear my head, but I heard the words that you last said. They're caught in the trees, they're under the stone, the loudest thing I've ever known. I was ready for the gone, I was ready for the end, I was ready for the break that I couldn't quite mend, but I wasn't ready for the way the air would hold a word that was meant to be fleeting and cold. Because you left, but your goodbye stayed in the hollowed out light, in the jagged edge shade. It's sitting in your chair, it's sleeping in our bed. It's the only conversation living in my head. You're 1,000 miles toward a brand new life, but your parting word is a jagged knife. The car drove off, the debt was paid, but God, your goodbye stayed. I saw a movie to drown out the ghost, but the silence afterward hurt the most. It's like you left the TV on long after the signal was dead and gone. I'm a tenant in a house, a farewell ringing a cracked and a heavy bell. Take it back, come and pick it up. I'm tired of drinking from this broken cup. It's a suitcase of lead that I can't unpack. It's a one-way street with no turning back. You took the us and you took the we, but you left this goodbye to bury me, to bury me. Yeah, you left, but your goodbye stayed in the hollowed out light, and the jagged edge shade is sitting in your chair, is sleeping in our bed. It's the only conversation living in my head. You're 1,000 miles toward a brand new life, but your parting word is a jagged knife. The car drove off, the debt was paid, but God, your goodbye stayed. It's still in the hall, it's still on the wall. You're gone, but goodbye is here. It's the only thing that didn't disappear. I finally cleared that shelf in the hallway, the one where you kept your keys and your change. I went an hour without checking my phone, and the silence didn't feel quite so strange. I even laughed at a joke on the TV without looking beside me to see if you heard. I'm making progress, I'm finding my footing, I'm learning the meaning of every new word. I saw your sister at the grocery on Tuesday, and I didn't turn down the aisle to hide. I asked how you were with a steady-ish voice, and kept all the shaking tucked deep down inside. I'm eating again, and I'm sleeping in spurts. The wheeze a bruise that only sometimes hurts. I've painted the bedroom a soft shade of blue to wash out the gold in the shadow of you. I'm doing the work, I'm following the plan, I'm becoming a woman who says that she can walk past her favorite cafe in the rain without feeling the sudden sharp throb of the vein. And I'm almost over you, almost there. I can breathe in the room without tasting your air. I've got 1 foot out of the wreckage we made. I'm 90% out of the shade. It's a light at the tunnel, a bend in the road. I'm finally dropping the weight of the load. Yeah, I'm almost over you, I'm almost free, except for the part of you still inside me. But then I find a stray receipt in a pocket from that diner we found on the coast in July. And the almost evaporates into the ceiling, and the over becomes just a beautiful lie. It only takes a second, a scent or a song to show me that almost is still way too long. Almost is a canyon, almost is a cliff. It's the what if and maybe and only if. I'm running a race toward a finish I can't see, trying to outrun the ghost of what used to be. I'm 99% over the flame, but the last 1%, it still screams your name. It still screams your Cause I'm almost over you, almost there. I can breathe in the room without tasting your air. I've got 1 foot out of the wreckage we made. I'm 90% out of the shade. It's a light at the tunnel, a bend in the road. I'm finally dropping the weight of the load. Yeah, I'm almost over you, I'm almost free, except for the part of you still inside me. Almost, almost, I'm so close. I can almost see the sun, but almost isn't over, and I'm still not done, done. You're staring at the mirror like you're looking for a flaw, trying to justify the ending and the breaking of the law of everything we promised when the world was standing still. You say you need a higher peak, a steeper kind of hill. You talk about your purpose and the things you haven't found, while I'm right here beside you with my feet upon the ground. I see you checking watches and I see you checking doors, like you're trapped inside a life that isn't yours anymore. You say you need a fire that can light up every room, but you're ignoring all the lilies that were starting to bloom. You think you're missing something, some magic in the air, but darling, I was breathing it every time that you were there. You're reaching for the lightning, you're chasing down the sun, while I'm the quiet feel like you can breathe, but you're drowning in the safety of the love you're gonna leave. And it breaks my heart to watch you walk away, to find a better version of a perfect day. You're searching for a heaven that is already here, but you can't see the kingdom through your own distorted fear. I wasn't just a maybe, or a season, or a rough. Oh God, I wish you knew that you were enough. Yeah, you were enough. I wasn't looking for a hero or a man without a scar. I love the messy pieces and the person that you are. The way you take your coffee, the way you hate the rain. I would have carried every ounce of all your hidden pain, but you've convinced yourself that you're a puzzle with a missing part, and you're tearing out the center of my beating, breaking heart. Go ahead and run, go and find your more, go and see what's waiting behind every single door. But you'll find out in the silence, when the neon starts to fade, that you walked away from diamonds for a shadow and a shade. You weren't broken, you weren't small, you were the one who had it all. You were enough. Why wasn't that enough? It breaks my heart to watch you walk away, to find a better version of a perfect day. You're searching for a heaven that is already here, but you can't see the kingdom through your own distorted fear. I wasn't just a maybe, or a season, or a rough. Oh God, I wish you knew that you were enough. You didn't need the lightning, you didn't need the gold, you just needed to be something you could hold. You were enough for me. I guess I wasn't enough for you. You're staring at the mirror like you're looking for a flaw, trying to justify the ending and the breaking of the law, of everything we promised when the world was standing still. You say you need a higher peak, a steeper kind of hill. You talk about your purpose and the things you haven't found, while I'm right here beside you with my feet upon the ground. Yeah. I see you checking watches and I see you checking doors, like you're trapped inside a life that isn't yours anymore. You say you need a fire that can light up every room, but you're ignoring all the lilies that were starting to bloom. You think you're missing something, some magic in the air, but darling, I was breathing every time that you were there. You're reaching for the lightning, you're chasing down the sun. Well, I'm the quiet victory, you already won. You think you need the ocean to feel like you can breathe, but you're drowning in the safety of the love you're gonna leave. for a heaven that is already here, but you can't see the kingdom through your own distorted fear. I wasn't just a maybe or a season or a rough. Oh God, I wish you knew that you were enough. Yeah, you were enough. I wasn't looking for a hero or a man without a scar. I love the messy pieces in the person that you are. The way you take your coffee, the way you hate the rain. I would have carried every ounce of all your hidden pain, but you've convinced yourself that you're a puzzle with a missing part, and you're tearing out the center of my beating, breaking heart. Go ahead and run, go and find your more, go and see what's waiting behind every single door. But you'll find out in the silence when the neon starts to fade that you walked away from diamonds for a shadow and a shade. You weren't broken, you weren't small, you were the one who had it all. You were enough. Why wasn't that I'm writing checks to a bank that's been closed for years, investing all my gold in a valley of salt and tears. I keep the porch light burning for a car that's sold and gone. I'm the only one still dancing when they've turned the music off. I poured my soul into the cracks of your desert floor, waiting for a bloom that isn't coming anymore. I see my friends, the building lives on solid, steady ground, while I'm still chasing echoes of a long forgotten sound. I spent my youth on us, I spent my breath on stay, but the interest on my longing just grows heavier every day. It's a lopsided kingdom, a throne built for one. I'm still warm in my hands by a long extinguished sun. I'm a letter in the dead man with no address to find. I'm a whisper in a hurricane left miles and miles behind. I keep giving and giving like a river to the sea, but the tide only pulls farther and farther away from me. Oh, it's a love with no return, a fire that'll only burn the one who's left to hold the match, with nothing left to earn. I'm shouting at a mountain that'll never move an inch. I'm holding on to wire till my fingers start to flinch. I've sent out all my pigeons, but the sky is vast and blue, and not a single one comes flying back from you. It's a hollow kind of lesson that I'm forced to learn, just me and this love with no return. I find your name in the margin margins of a book I'll never finish, watching the once upon a time slowly, surely diminish. I'm a mirror in a dark room, reflecting nothing back, just a silhouette of maybe in a world of what I lack. Every I love you I uttered is a debt that's never paid, just a ghost in the foundations of the life that we have made. Is there a refund for the years? Is there a credit for the tears? Can I trade in all this loyalty for a heart that doesn't ache? Can I take back all the promises I wasn't meant to make? I'm bankrupt, I'm broken, I've lost every word I've spoken, and you're just silent. Why are you so silent? Why are you so with no return? A fire that'll only burn the one who's left to hold the match, with nothing left to earn. I'm shouting at a mountain that'll never move an inch. I'm holding on a wire till my fingers start to flinch. I've sent out all my pigeons, but the sky is vast and blue, and not a single one comes flying back from you. It's a hollow kind of lesson that I'm forced to learn, just me and this love with no return. No return. No me too. No, I'm coming home. Just a vast empty space, and me still alone. No return. No return. Keys are on the counter where you left them in the light. I didn't try to stop you, I didn't start a fight. I watched you pack the pictures in the coffee cups we bought. I stood there like a statue, drowning in the thought that if I really loved you, I'd have to find the strength to let the distance grow to its final bitter length. I opened up the window just to let the winter in, to wash away the feeling of your ghost upon my skin. I watched your taillights flicker as you turn the corner slow. It's a different kind of torture, just watching someone go without a scream or a stay with me, or a desperate holy plea. I just stood behind the curtain while you drifted out to sea. They say that holding on is where the courage lies, but there's a deeper kind of killing in the goodbyes. I was brave enough to lose you, brave enough to break, even if it's the last mistake I'll ever have to make. And oh, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, to open up my hands and lose the gravity of you. I didn't chase the car, I didn't cry out your name, I just let the fire flicker till there wasn't any flame. I broke my own heart just to say place you occupied, the hollow in the bed. And I repeat the reasons like a mantra in my head. That you were meant for sunshine, and I was meant for rain. And I couldn't keep you prisoner to the rhythm of my pain. Was I too quiet? Was I too kind? Did I leave the best of us somewhere far behind? I'm screaming in the silence, I'm fighting with the ghost of the man I'm losing, the one I love the most. Oh, I had to let you breathe, I had to let you fly, even if it means I have to watch my world die. I let you go. To open up my hands and lose the gravity of you. I didn't chase the car, I didn't cry out your name. I just let the fire flicker till there wasn't any flame. I broke my own heart just to set your spirit free. Yeah, I let you go, but I kept the misery. You're out there now, somewhere in the blue, and I'm just here, learning how to be without you. I let you go, I let you go. I didn't scream or throw the place against the wall. I didn't make a scene or pace the empty hall. I just sat here on the sofa while the afternoon turned gray, watching every us and we slowly drift away. The neighbors think I'm fine because the porch light's always on, but they don't know the house is haunted now that you are gone. The coffee's getting cold, I forgot to take a sip. I'm tracing every memory with a shaking fingertip. I folded all your laundry, left it stacked upon the chair, like a monument of cotton to a man who isn't there. I'm moving through the motions like I'm underwater now, trying to remember how to breathe, but I've forgotten how. There were no sirens, no thunder, no rain, no spectacular ending to justify the pain. Just a soft click of the lock as you stepped into the night, and the slow, steady fading of the only light. Because I'm quietly broken, falling apart in the dark, without a single explosion or a dying final spark. It's a landslide in the silence, a shipwreck on the rock. I'm losing the warmth of your 3-minute hug. No one can hear the sound of a heart as it cracks, or the weight of the ghost sitting here on my back. I'm not making a sound, but I'm losing the fight, just quietly broken tonight. and I didn't shed a tear. I just stared at the screen and wished that you were here to tell me what the ending meant, to hold my heavy hand. But I'm a solitary island in a flooded sunken land. It's a different kind of torture when the world stays perfectly still while your soul is tumbling down a jagged winter hill. I wanna be loud, I wanna be wild, I wanna cry out like a lonely lost child, but the words are all frozen, they're stuck in my throat. A message in a bottle that'll never even flow. It's so loud in the quiet, it's so heavy in the air, that nothing is the thing that I can't even bear. I'm breaking, I'm because I'm quietly broken, falling apart in the dark, without a single explosion or a dying final spark. It's a landslide in the silence, a shipwreck on the rock. I'm losing the warmth of your 3-minute hug. No one can hear the sound of a heart as it cracks, or the weight of the ghost sitting here on my back. I'm not making a sound, but I'm losing the fight, just quietly broken tonight. No shattered glass, no slamming doors, just the sound of my socks on these empty floors. Quietly broken, still not a sound. Invitations are yellow at the edges now, a broken promise, an unspoken vow. I'm still sleeping on the left side of the mattress, playing the part of the lonely lost actress. The coffee is bitter, the morning is cold, like a story that ended before it was told. I'm finding your hair on my favorite coat, a tiny silver suffocating note. I went to the market and bought food for two, a habit I can't seem to break without you. I stood in the aisle and I stared at the floor, remembering the way you walked out of the door. The neighbors still ask how you're doing these days. I give them a smile through a thick heavy haze, but the truth is a shadow that follows me home. The king of a kingdom, I rule all alone. They say that the fire will turn into ash, that the wound will stop burning after the crash, but nobody tells you about the debris or the weight of the silence that's drowning me. Oh, what do you do with the after love when the sky is too heavy and gray up above? You're a ghost in the hallway, a ghost in the bed, 1,000 I love yous I should have just said. The music has stopped, but the rhythm remains, like a ghost in my blood and a fire in my veins. I'm surviving the wreckage, the push and the shove, but I'm lost in the after of love. I saw your car, or at least one like yours, and my heart hit the ground like 1,000 slammed doors. I felt the old gravity pulling my skin. Before I remembered, I can't let you in. It's a different kind of lonely, a different kind of ache, to live in the space of a giant mistake. I'm tired of lost in the after of love. The after party's over, the lights are all out. I'm just a memory wandering about. After the love, after